So strategy number one, leverage Fiverr's gig space. Fiverr allows you to put up to 20 gigs in one account, and needless to say, you should take advantage of that gig space. Already mentioned in the main training that you should create different accounts for delivering gig based on different niches. What that helps is basically, if you are having different accounts and if you create different gigs on different accounts, it makes you an expert in that field. So if you're having something like logo designing or graphic designing, and you have all the gigs related to graphic designings in your account, so that means that you are an expert in graphic designing. And if you are having multiple type of gigs, for example, you're doing HTML pages as well, you do videos as well, you do graphics as well, and all of that stuff on Fiverr, proofreading as well, so that makes you no expert in Fiverr. You have to be unique, and that's why you have to choose your account as a branded account for one particular niche. So what you can basically do is create duplicated gigs by changing the gig image, title and description a bit. However, the main purpose of each gig remains the same, and publishing them in different categories and subcategories. So that's a real cool trick that you have just got. So you have to take advantage of each allowed gig on Fiverr. As an example, let me tell you how to do this the right way. Suppose you're doing logo designs using the logo templates I have given you in the main training, then you can create 20 gigs on the same gig purpose, logos. So you can name them as I will create a logo for you, or I will do an attractive logo design, or I will design a logo for your brand, and so on. As you can see, all of these titles are for the same purpose, logo designing, but these are different titles. So instead of just posting your gig in the so-called graphics and designs, logo designs category, you will also post your duplicated gigs in other subcategories under graphics and designs. For example, you can create another gig named I will design a logo illustration and post it into the illustrations subcategory, so that you get more exposure from somebody who is looking for illustrations, and you can get a logo illustration sale from that category. So similarly, you can create another gig named I will design a business logo for your business cards and post it into business cards and stationery subcategory. Again, you can create another duplicate gig named I will design your social media logo and post it into the social media design subcategory. Now I bet you have got the idea behind this strategy. What happens is, whenever someone is browsing over other subcategories related to the logo design category, they see your gig offering a logo design which is related to what they need, and they might need a logo design too. They would be interested to see what you have to offer, and this results in more sales and higher conversion rates ultimately. So don't think that you have to limit yourself in the graphics and designs category. Basically, you have to be as creative as possible and test everything. I should say this again, be creative and test everything. Testing is the main, is the main difference between successful people and not so successful people, because successful people have tested their gigs, tested everything they do, they test it, they know their metrics, so that they can earn as much as possible. For example, taking logo designs again as your gig, you can also create a gig named I will design a logo for your fan page and post it into the online marketing fan pages category. So that's a separate category than the graphics and design category. So that's all about being creative on Fiverr and getting maximum exposure to your gigs, and therefore more sales. So doing this has resulted in around 200% increases in my overall sales, as I am getting more and more exposure.